Executive outcomes. Bulgarian AK-74.
Огонь на подавление! Враг сзади по левому флангу! Противник на северо-востоке! Противник северо-запад! Противник на юге! Они атакуют с юго-востока! Замечен противник на юго-западе! Вражеская!
Vice journalists have taken to the flat range to meet up with a veteran of the 79th LARP Brigade, going over the Bulgarian AK-74, a weapon most commonly used in conflicts all over Eastern Europe.
Alright folks, we got Sergey from the 79th LARPer Division, straight from Moscow. We got Spencer here to translate for him. How do you feel about this AK? How'd you like shooting it?
So, yeah, he said gun shoots great. You know, it's running well, and I think I caught something there about war crimes in Chechnya with Putin and Borat. But, you know, I'm not sure about, you know, if he could have participated in stuff like that. Not, you know, we'll see. But
So, since they drove up from Tucson, we gotta get the mileage out of our boys from NSWE. And yet again, not naval special warfare extravaganza, but non-standard weapons engineering. They're smart guys and they know their stuff about non-standard weapons. Go figure. Back here again with me, here they are, Jared and Spencer. Cool.
Come fly with me, let's fly, let's fly.
Temperature.
so here's a good old Bulgarian 74. This is built off of some of the parts kits that will actually be coming out later this year. But
I think they're all 89s. This one's made in 1989. I think they're all 89s.
But they're pretty much straightforward. They're like any other AK out there. They just happen to be in a different caliber. Instead of 7.62 by 39, it's 5.45 by 39. And yeah, this one actually happens to have a fun little third pin in there. So a little business asset. But yeah, Jared, you got anything to add on these 74s here?
Oh man, as far as quality, Bulgarian is pretty much the closest thing that you can get to Russian these days since they stopped importing. So I know there's been a high demand for these 74s lately, and there's not a whole lot of them coming into the country. So I was lucky to get my hands on this one, and I know we're looking forward to building the 5 that we got in stock. That should be coming up soon. Hopefully we get the time to knock that out.
Yeah, and funny enough, this says non-working in Russian, so go figure. Works just fine, but cool. Yeah, we lost our flashlight there a little while ago. I guess the mount didn't hold up to our little T&E there.
That's what we call employing big chimp energy on Bulgarian weapon technology.
Fixed stock versus folding stock. What's the difference? Can you convert it? Can you add it? Whatever. Well, most of the stuff that happens on any AK comes from the front trunnion or the rear trunnion. So the rear trunnion, when you have a fixed stock, it's got the little lug thing that comes out of it where the screws go in. This one obviously doesn't. So it's difficult to do the conversion because you got to put the holes in the receiver to accommodate that specific trunnion for folding, as well as this latch up here that's used to index on the stock to hold. So the ones that we're coming out with are the original wood furniture. This one I added the newer post-91 look of the AK-74M that came out with the black furniture and the folding stock. So that's what this one's modeled after. It's got the conventional brake that comes with all 74s. This one specifically has the zigzag pattern inside, but some of them are smooth. And yeah, we're just definitely having a lot of fun with this guy.
Yes, very much so. Gentlemen, if you're wondering if I'm Tom Cruise short, this is not the case. Spencer is just built like a mountain, and I had to go down to the river and get 5 smooth stones because in case Spencer tried to kill me, normal firearms doesn't work on a giant of a man. You have to use a sling and a stone like David versus Goliath.
Or an AK.
Or an AK. I don't know if it'll work on that, but I'm very sure David wished he had an AK. Good biblical humor. Good biblical humor never fails to fail. Anyway, thanks for watching the channel. This is the dumpster file of the channel, made better by NSWE here. They added so much more than I ever could. Like, comment, leave, subscribe, I don't know, do all the YouTube jargon. Patreon t-shirts down in the description below. Helps the channel out. My patrons will see the channel first, or see the video first. And they help pay for ammo and other cool stuff for the channel. So it is much appreciated, and I try and help those guys out as much as possible, as much as they help me. As always, catch you on the flip. Action.
Oh
Oh, no, I haven't yet. Somersault, we get somersault to the gun.
Fucking stupid American.
Alright, one more.
Ja ty mnie, suczka!
Alright, static?